Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Well, guys, it looks like Reggie Wright Jr. is back helping his protege CS2 back again. Right now, Keefe D is in jail for the murder of Tupac Shakur, and all Reggie needs now is for him to be convicted. Reggie is also a suspect in Tupac's murder, so if Keefe gets found guilty, Reggie can finally sleep comfortably at night again. This is why Reggie was so adamant when CS2 back said he was gonna bail Keefe D out of jail. Under absolutely no circumstances can Reggie allow that to happen. When you watch Mr. 137 and his protege CS2 back, it's clear that they both are holding some kind of dirt on each other. CS2 back doesn't want anybody to know that he was a federal informant, and Reggie Wright doesn't want Keefe D to see the light of day ever again. Reggie has went above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that Keefe gets convicted and buried under his cell, just for Porky to throw a monkey wrench in the program, saying he's gonna bail him out. Reggie isn't stupid. He knows it's in his best interest to calm Porky down until Keefe gets convicted. One of his ways of calming Porky down is by joining forces with him again and helping him run his narratives, as you're gonna see him do in just a minute. Let me be the first to tell you guys this. Reggie is just playing this game with CS2 back until the trial is over. Once it's all over, if Keefe gets found guilty for the murder of Tupac, CS2 back and all the rainbow rats that spoke on Reggie are in big, big trouble. Mark my words.
Hey, Wack.
What?
Your friend, your homeboy, the 60 Crips guy that's your friend, is telling people.
What the fuck is going on with you and Loose Cannon, though, bro?
Like, man, I don't know. I don't know that man.
You was talking about him, bro.
I ain't never talked about him. The only thing I said, the only thing he talking about, I got bent over and fucked in the ass by Cedric, and Suge caught me, and that's why he fired me.
Now Porky is sitting on here with Reggie acting like he's completely oblivious to what Lucy and Reggie got going on. CS2 back told Lucy to do that to Reggie because they were mad about Reggie saying that Crip dudes were letting the Pyru play them like a puppet. CS2 back didn't appreciate that from Reggie. Porky felt that Reggie was hurting his campaign against Big U when he did that. Remember, Big U posted it on his IG page, and that really burned up the rainbow rats. If you guys think that Reggie is gonna let Lucy Coochie get away with telling a story about him getting his cheekbones blew out by some guy named Cedric, you guys better think again. Reggie is just waiting for the right time.
I didn't hear that. I heard he said a lady named, I don't know, Vivian or Victoria, something.
You know anybody named Vivian that ever worked for Death Row?
I don't.
John, you ever heard anybody named Vivian that worked for Death Row?
No.
But he said a lady named Vivian told him that
she was supposed to be an accountant or something.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know
anyway.
What the fuck y'all got going on.
Yeah.
Y'all got to figure that shit out, because I asked him, well, what's the problem with Reg? He said, Reg be talking about me.
I ain't never said nothing but responded to him one time, and you heard that when I said around February the 14th, when that tape was coming out, and I misquoted it. I just said, well, we'll see who's a liar or if they lying or not.
Oh, is that what he said?
That's all I said.
CS2 back knows exactly what Reggie said, and that comment by Reggie also pissed Porky off. Here CS2 back is, sitting on no jumper telling Adam the Aryan woodpecker that Luce is telling the truth, and that Lucy isn't lying when he says that he has a video of Big U calling him to tell him that Nipsey was killed 30 minutes before it happened. CS2 back went as far as asking Adam to bet $100,000 that Lucy wasn't lying, just for Reggie to place the thought of doubt in the listener's mind before CS2 back and Lucy Coochie could pull out their cease and desist lie. Porky didn't appreciate this either, and this is why CS2 back went on Clubhouse and started saying that he was gonna bail Keefe D out of jail.
Nigga, I'm finna bail out Keefe D.
Oh,
Very since then, he been going in.
he can't be mad at you about that because he's
Exactly.
up to date, and you know, I'm a
That's all I
strong
ever said
guy that
about
when you say you gonna do something with that type of shit, you got to do it.
it. Yeah.
Nevertheless, listen, Reg,
Okay.
you know, shit, Reg, we got about 24 years in, Reg, probably 24, 25, right?
Yep.
So, you know, about a couple weeks ago, I called you.
Okay.
I said, look, Reg, I'm looking to do some business with Keith D.
Oh Lord.
And I said, it requires me bailing him out, right? I'm looking to do the life rights business with him. And, you know, think about it, Reg. He got a book done. Actually, I believe they're using the book in court. I think so. Which he was slick. That shit, it ain't even rated fiction or nonfiction. That nigga slick with that shit. The book is done. As long as I can get the first 10 episodes ready by the time, you know, trials start, it's a shoe in, business wise.
All this is CS2 backjabbing at Reggie. This isn't the first time Porky lied about bailing somebody out of jail.
Scared of Suge. I just talked to Suge. Suge just gave me his life rights to do his movie. Stay tuned. Yeah, WACK got the life rights. TMZ, whoever y'all looking, WACK got the life rights to do Suge Knight's movie as of 48 hours ago. We just talked for the first time. Me and the homie got settled our differences. You know what I'm saying? We was mad at each other. Got the life rights. Suge Knight, let me tell it, he'll be home in the next 90 days. I'm gonna prepare his bail, all that. Life rights is coming. The rise and fall of death row.
He did and said the same thing with Marion Knight.
So I called Benny Boone, asked Benny Boone if he had, you know, considered coming in on it with me. He said that ain't a problem. I called my people at Paradigm, but I'm probably within tomorrow. His attorney is taking him the paperwork to sign, um, and then his son has to sign too. That's his POA. But tomorrow, the attorney's taking him the paperwork to sign the contract that I presented to him. So, Reg, I put together the contract after I asked you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like I tell you, you know, I can't ever ask you or use our friendship to stop you from making money. I think it's a bad decision. I
Okay, why
hope
you
you wouldn't
think it's
do.
a bad
But
decision? Why you think it's a bad decision?
CS2 back knows exactly why Reggie thinks it's a bad decision. CS2 back thinks it's a good idea to bail out the guy who Reggie Wright went to the grand jury to testify on. If you guys think Reggie is gonna let CS2 back get away with playing him like this, you guys are either crazy or you don't know much about Reggie Wright.
you know what?
Personal
Because
shit out the way. Personal shit out the way.
okay, and that would be why personal. Just when I mean personal is because a lot of people, especially over here on Bomb First, we love the hell out of Tupac Shakur, and we want Keefy to get his justice.
You guys hear that bullshit? Reggie didn't give a good goddamn about Tupac or getting justice for Tupac. Remember, Reggie was mad at Tupac because Tupac fired him.
He called me up and he said, Frank, like, you getting fired. I was like, what? Like, yeah, you getting fired. I go, what you talking about? Like, man, Tupac just sent a letter. I got it right here. He goes, I'll make a copy of it and give it to you. He goes, but I got a letter right here that he no longer is requesting right-way security for his security. I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah. So I said, get the letter from you idle in the morning. Yeah, get it tomorrow. I'll give it to you. I read the letter. Sure enough. His signature no longer requested security. So obviously,
is that the same time that he allegedly fired David Kenner as his lawyer?
Yes, absolutely. And I was like, so I ain't got to worry about my job. He's like, no, you going with me, nigga. That's how I knew he was leaving. He personally told me that because I got the letter. I have the letter.
And what month was this all going down?
August. This was August.
So they fired David Kenner as his lawyer?
Yes, absolutely. And I was like, so I ain't got to worry about my job. And he's like, no, you going with me, nigga. That's how I knew he was leaving. He personally told me that because I got the letter. I have the letter.
And what month was this all going down?
August. This was August.
So listen very closely as you hear Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. say how he really felt. And another thing, before Reggie had said he never got the letter. In this interview right here, he's saying now that he can't say whether he did or he didn't. Which one is it? It's usually that you did because Frank got it. And Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. wants us to believe that Frank, who was an employee, received the letter, looked at the letter, but he was never notified. We know that to be 100% a factual lie, right? Listen to this. This is how he really felt about Tupac Shakur when he found out about that letter. Listen.
Yasmin put that out because I said something that she didn't like and she had some letter she put up. I can't say that I got it or didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't know about it. Because I sure would. I'm the type of nigga to be like, fuck that nigga. That's me. That's Reggie. If y'all don't know anything about me, I didn't need that little $300 a day profit I was making up for having those two guys on there. But like, he don't want no security. Let him and his homeboys do it. Let them run around. I hope he get arrested and they get arrested with guns on him so he's asking if I let him go back to jail. If that's all happened.
You get it? That's how he felt. In which he said that they were at the House of Blues at a Keyshawn Johnson Super Bowl party. Or no, draft party. I'm sorry. Draft party. And Suge had asked Reggie how come he didn't have any security on Tupac, right? Right? And Reggie replied or said that he replied to Suge, you know, that nigga sent the letter. He fined me.
And so we went to this party. It was the night of the draft on the 1996 draft date. Keyshawn Johnson had a draft party at the House of Blues. And Tupac showed up. And I don't know who he was with. He probably was with Big Syke, Bogart. I don't even know if Bogart was still around yet. But Big Syke and somebody like the shit was like, Reg, where's Pac's security at, man? Where's his security? I was like, that nigga sent me a letter over the day, faxing me, firing me. I don't play no games. That nigga don't want no security on him. Cool. That's less of a headache me trying to find somebody to work. And Suge looked at me and Suge like, we was right there in the middle of the club at House of Blue. So Reggie, don't play like that, man. Don't play like that. Pac, number one, he don't pay you no way. He ain't hired you no way. I hired you. I paid him. Don't play like that.
He never really liked him anyway because he shot 2 police officers.
Rapper Tupac Shakur appeared in municipal court this morning after his attorney entered a plea of not guilty to 2 counts of aggravated assault in connection to the shooting of 2 off-duty police officers.
They wanted him dead from the very beginning.
Not saying that justice is going to stop because he got bailed out. I'm not saying that. But we want to see the man suffer. I think you hit mute, though.
CS2 back is always screaming on Pyru and everything Pyru stands for. Here he is sitting with a police officer who said he wants to see another man suffer in jail for a murder that this police officer is also a suspect in. This proves that CS2 back is a rat and a rat lover that has no problem with his friends putting people behind bars.
I mean, he still got to go to court.
Yeah, he's still, yeah.
And Reg, you know, I think I might have heard you say it ain't really no real evidence there to support it, but he's about to stand trial for the murder of Tupac.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real, Reg. I don't know why you and Keefy D got a motherfucking problem.
We don't. You got to remember, I'm the one that kind of really brought this nigga to this YouTube shit. We don't.
I don't know.
he started making a mockery. I just didn't start liking, just like people get mad at you that's in the Tupac community. I got mad at him because he started making a mockery of the shooting of Tupac. You know, he started saying he was breakdancing and jumping and shaking and all of that. That's when it started being like,
So, Reg,
okay,
listen, here go
so
the thing, though, Reg.
go ahead.
Hold on, Reg. I gotta call you on something. It may not be as extreme,
Okay.
but Reg, one thing, nigga, you from Compton for real. Regardless of what motherfuckers say, you from Compton for real. And you was privy, you probably the only one, now that I think about it, to be able to see both sides of it. All three sides, rather.
Yeah.
To see it from a cop's eyes in the street perspective, to see it from a street perspective of overseeing security at death row, and to see it from behind walls.
Yeah.
Like Reg, I think you the only one like you,
Yeah.
right? So I say that to say this, Reg, we done sat in that back parking lot a time or two, and Light Rate laughed and celebrate and talked about maybe a situation that just happened.
Okay.
Now, that's why I said maybe not as extreme, though. No, we called some niggas and got into it, whooped a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
nigga ass, or whatever, right? So, but, Red, them niggas is, you know, they took a L at first in the casino. So, you know, they gonna see that shit one way only,
Oh
Red.
yeah. I have always said, John, you tell them. I always said those niggas did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, Red.
So here Reggie is saying, Keefe D did what he was supposed to do in killing Tupac. What about what Reggie was supposed to do, though? He told all of his security guards that they couldn't carry weapons, and he even removed security off of Tupac that night.
Should call the meeting. All the artists were instructed to come to this meeting, and certain security was invited, and I happened to be one of them. But prior to going into the meeting with Suge and all the artists from Death Row, Reggie met with us out front in his own meeting. But I'm gonna add something to that. We were also instructed to lie by Reggie Wright to Suge. And the reason we were instructed to lie was because Reggie Wright told us not to carry any weapons.
What do? They lie.
So I have, by me just looking at what Reggie told me, I'm thinking that Mr. Knight was unaware. The meeting was basically about what happened, and the artists were drilling security about what methods we had used and what was some of our tactics.
And we know from looking at the statement that Suge Knight gave to the Las Vegas Police Department that he fully expected that Frank Alexander and every other bodyguard there was to carry their weapons. So whatever the case might have been, Suge Knight didn't get the message.
I looked around and no one said it. No one was speaking up for security.
So I'm Suge Knight and I'm asking myself, who the hell is shooting at me and why? And who's the first person I'm gonna ask? My head of security, Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie Wright Jr. Reggie Wright Jr.
And it looked like Reggie wasn't gonna say that information to them.
On September the 7th, Reggie Wright asked me to ride with him to the meeting that we were having. It was about 12 noon. And we were going to George Calisa's office in Las Vegas. When we arrived there, there was 23 other security personnel for Right Way Security at this meeting, along with the attorney and Reggie Wright.
Which is another thing that's unusual.
And one of the main issues and the main points were we were not to carry our weapons. So that right away brought up the issue of why not.
I've been to Club 662 on many of occasions, and never have they told me to leave my weapons.
So myself, Michael Moore, and Al Giddens was excluded from that because we were going to be the main security at the Club 662 that evening.
Why would I leave my weapons in a vehicle or in the hotel room, and I'm personally guarding Pac in one of the most hottest places to be?
We were told to leave our weapons originally into our hotel room. Okay, then we said, well, why would we leave them in a hotel room?
There was going to be a lot of commotion, there was going to be a lot of people, and what that's going to make it is a bodyguarding incident.
So at this point in time, all of the weapons were going to be at Club 662 left in our vehicles. Therefore, if there was going to be a problem, we would be able to retrieve our weapons from our vehicles.
I got into a little argument with Reggie Wright at lunch over it. He said, Mike, I'm putting Frank back on him and I'm taking you back off. And I said, Reggie, that part doesn't make sense. Why not leave me and Frank on Tupac?
At 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Las Vegas, at the Luxor, security was all brought together by Reggie Wright, on the day that Tupac was shot, and we were told not to carry weapons, because we were all armed.
We were told specifically, do not carry your weapon.
And did you find that kind of strange? Everybody after the fight at the casino, and everybody thought it was strange. That why were guys told not to carry weapons? Even the cops that were there told not to carry weapons. Everybody was told not to carry weapons.
That's what we were told. Now, I, at the meeting, was asked one of the few questions. Why would you tell us not to carry our weapons? I think the reason they removed me from Tupac is because I was one of the few people that wouldn't buy into not carrying your weapon. And during no part of that day did I take my weapon off. And Mr. Wright knew that. And Mr. Wright knew that. And Mr. Wright knew that.
Michael Moore said he kept his gun on him the entire day, and Reggie Wright knew that. Funny, because Reggie said he told his security guards they could carry their guns on them, but they could not wear their weapons on them inside Club 662. Now we know that Michael Moore had his gun on him the whole time, and Reggie Wright pulled him off of Tupac because of it. After that, Reggie sent Michael Moore to Club 662, which according to Reggie was the only place that his security was told not to carry weapons. So, Reggie sent a man with a weapon to the one place in all of Las Vegas where he instructed his security not to carry weapons.
Now you, I guess, instruct everybody not to carry guns.
Inside of the club.
Inside
of
the
Club 662.
So they removed me off Tupac so there wouldn't be a weapon there.
I rode with Reggie, and as we were riding, driving, going over to the meeting, he began to tell me about how he was upset at Kevin Hackey because Kevin Hackey didn't come out to Las Vegas, and that Kevin Hackey had my Nextel two-way, cell phone radio that should have been given to me when I arrived in Vegas.
Normally, Frank and I would both have radios, and Frank could just say, hey, Mike, we're over here. There was no radio again. That day, Frank doesn't have a radio, I don't have a radio, which I normally have, and we have confusion. So for most of the day, all this went on, and Tupac did not have a clue that's what we were doing. When Reggie did that, and I questioned it, Reggie did something that he's never done. He's never stayed at 662. That day, he stayed at the club. Then why would he need me there, and why would I be taken off of Tupac?
Crazy. Because Suge's life went spiraling down after Tupac was murdered. But Reggie's flourished. Think about that, y'all.
Reverse it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did what they were supposed to do.
Listen, Buntry done got rushed. The homies down the street, round the corner. Or that damn 662. He make it over there. Nigga, 30 niggas in rush me. Reg, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, no, I said it.
So
I never took that away from what they did. I don't expect them to ever have no I expect them to respect Tupac's gangster when it come to what he did. How could I put it? I can acknowledge the fire in him, but I just didn't respect the move because it wasn't his call. But then again, it was enough niggas. Somebody could have stopped him.
But
Yeah, well,
never,
he took off. Yeah,
yeah.
I actually, and I don't care for, I talk shit about his bodyguard, Frank, but I actually think Frank did as best he can and did a good job getting him off of Orlando and getting him out of there.
Reggie speaks about Frank, but Frank told all of us that Reggie told them not to carry weapons the night Tupac was murdered. After Tupac's death, Frank was so terrified of Reggie that he began recording Reggie's phone calls. On those calls, Reggie was instructing Frank to lie to the police. He even instructed Frank not to get subpoenaed to court.
So I don't really know. So I don't know how damaging or how helpful you could be. That's all we're trying to find out, if you can be helpful or if you're damaging. You know what, Reggie? I gave a statement to Metro. Listen to what I'm saying. I gave a statement to Metro based on what you and Suge asked me to do that night I went to the meeting at Suge's house, okay, about the chain getting snatched. Now, I've already said that, and now to go in there and then say something different than that, that's going to jeopardize a lot. That's perjury there. Okay, this stuff is already on record. I don't know what the FBI is talking, have they talked to Metro about this? Metro done talked to the FBI about it. They're watching the whole thing. But for me to go get on a witness stand and then just be put out like that, well, that's what's wrong. You saying you already gave a statement? Yeah, I gave the statement to Metro already, Reggie. So why can't you give that same statement to David Kenner? That's all I'm asking you to do, is tell them what you told them. If you can get lost and not get subpoenaed today, I think you'll be fine. If you can get lost and not get subpoenaed today, I think you'll be fine. If you can get lost and not get subpoenaed today, I think you'll be fine. Man, Reggie.
Well, his boy Suge Knight is his biggest cheerleader right now. His boy Suge Knight is trying to take everything off of him and put it on me and Snoop for some reason.
Put it on Snoop. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking
that's his new whole agenda now. Me and Snoop and Sarita did this shit. I don't know what Suge's on.
Right when it seemed like all Reggie's work was complete, monkey wrenches from every direction start being thrown into his plan. Now Suge is finally talking, and he's letting everybody know that Reggie and his ex-wife were involved in Tupac's murder. If that wasn't enough for Reggie to deal with, here comes his protege saying he's gonna bail out Keefe D.
Is Snoopy? I don't even think Snoop went out there.
He wasn't, but that's why he said because he wasn't out there. That's the whole, the conspiracy why he didn't go.
Come on, bro. You know what? Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying, Reg? Because I'm getting tired of hearing this shit. Pac wasn't really fucking with Snoop like that anyway.
Suge is saying that Snoop had a role to play in getting Tupac killed. CS2 back just said Pac wasn't fucking with Snoop at that time anyway, which is exactly what Suge explained to all of us. So CS2 back's comment doesn't help Reggie distance himself from what Suge is saying. It actually helps the people understand how and why Suge feels this way about Snoop.
And keep theirs back. Keep theirs back. I'm like, fuck that shit. I could have jumped out on his ass in Vegas, but it was killing me. But Snoop was like, hold on. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
Reggie isn't happy about this, y'all.
That last week.
At that time, Pac wasn't fucking with Snoop like that, LT like that, and you know what it stemmed from. Had nothing to do with them kind of personally. He felt like Snoop didn't want to take sides with the other thing.
Correct.
And Pac had fucked around and found out about the other thing. So anybody associated to the boy, he was saying fuck him.
Crazy, because when Deuce was asking CS2 back about the information he gave to Greg Kading about the Tupac and Biggie investigations, CS2 back was screaming and yelling about not being able to give Greg Kading any information due to the fact that he was in jail when those murders took place. Here he is telling everybody just who Pac was mad at and why he was mad. But I thought he was in jail, so he couldn't give any information.
Yeah, that last week it was ugly. That last week
Yeah, I
was
see
ugly.
you want to skip over that, boy. That you ain't see how that
Yeah,
nigga skip over that. Boy, that
the
nigga
last
was
week was
all the way.
ugly.
I tried to put that nigga on a junior high school bus. He didn't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna leave it alone, Reg.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah.
Look. What's our little guy over there that be interviewing us? I hope he up
John,
there cracking
that's my
up like
boy
a
John over
motherfucker.
there. You
John
know,
over there
John. That John
laughing
don't
like
show
a
no emotions. I don't even know what John when I'm saying something funny or not. John don't.
John
He
is
just
laughing like a motherfucker right now. John,
that
you see how Red
John
deflected,
has no
evaded?
emotions.
Boy, that nigga was back there like Barry Sanders and Isaiah Thomas stuck in that shit. He said this crazy motherfucker trying to go.
I just tuned out.
Hey, what's up with you and this boy? What this boy Deuce him do?
Now Reggie asking Wack about Deuce, which is Reggie now taking a little jab at Porky. We all know how much CS2 back hates being asked about Deuce, the guy who keeps embarrassing him.
I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut. What's up with Deuce him? What done happened with him? What
I
him and
don't
Big U
even
done
know
did?
the
He just said, what did Deuce and Big U do? How much do you guys think CS2 back hated that? Again, this is Reggie jabbing back at Porky.
dude. This a nigga asked me to. He wanted me to work with him on something. I called the homies, and the homies told me the nigga been living out of town for 13 years or 14 years or whatever. They don't, and so, a nigga don't know a nigga. I just didn't fuck with him. He a nigga came on Clubhouse, want me to help him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that he beat this female. I read the paperwork. I got to work. He beat the female, threw her in the trunk. Black girl, bro. Beat her bad and threw her in the trunk. When I read that, I didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
You guys, everything CS2 back just said was a lie. He said he decided not to mess with Deuce after he found out that he beat up a woman. How come CS2 back doesn't feel that way about his buddy Lucy Coochie beating the hell out of his wife Gigi? How come CS2 back doesn't feel that way about the jail time he had to serve for the DV case he caught on his wife? Luce Colon and Porky both have issues keeping their hands off of the women they married. The women that they made children with. The women who they told, "Till death do us part."
Yeah, he did a puffy shit, huh?
He beat her. No, he threw this girl in the trunk of a car.
He kidnapped. That's some kidnap shit.
And he beat her, threw her in the trunk of a car. So, I didn't want to do no business with him. Ever since then, he been on the WACK campaign. I ain't never seen this nigga, met this nigga. This nigga live in Madison, Wisconsin. His girl take care of him. She own a lash bar up there. I think her name was Maria or some shit. Hispanic chick, she on the lash bar up there. This nigga in Madison, Wisconsin, man. And then the nigga been screaming my name for 2-3 years. The less I say his name, the madder he get. The less I say his name, the madder he get. The less I say his name, the madder he get.
That was Porky's way of letting Reggie know not to say Deuce's name.
So I need
that's
him to.
true.
He didn't got me a bag though. He the one that got World Star, went through Big U to get World Star to put that shit up.
Oh yeah, that was.
He done got me a bag like a motherfucker. These motherfuckers.
Reggie is on here acting like he's just now remembering that Deuce is the one who exposed his protege. Meanwhile, CS2 back is still lying, saying he got a bag for getting exposed on World Star. Let's see if Porky tells Reggie about his new Cash App Jones handle.
Yo, this nigga be producing fake paperwork and shit, and he done got me a bag coming. So I ain't that mad at the nigga. I got made some money, I guess, off the nigga, not with the nigga, but I don't really know the nigga. I know his daddy is a dope fiend nigga. Some dope fiend nigga they call John Jr. Heroin addict, alcoholic nigga be in front of the liquor store ass type nigga.
Hearing Deuce or Big U's name instantly puts Porky into a mental frenzy, making it hard for him to think clearly. Porky forgets that Reggie is taking a jab at him right here, and he begins to debrief his boss like he used to do back in the good old days.
Man, and him. And his brother's a PC case named Booger Brim. He PC'd up on 4-yard right now. The rolling 60s. Big U at the rolling 60s rolling him up. He over there with the nigga. This shit weird as a motherfucker. Yeah, real talk. His brother named Booker Brim.
Oh, okay. I did some little research on him when I was about to go at him, and I heard he got his jaw broke on the yard, and that's a fact. And I heard he got his jaw broke on the yard, and that's a fact. And I heard he got his jaw broke on the yard, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. And that's a fact.
You guys, I made you sit through all this just so we could get to this part right here. Did you guys hear what Reggie just said? So either Reggie is taking another jab at CS2 back, or Reggie is letting Porky know that he's trying to help him push his lie. If Reggie isn't just jabbing at Porky, then all of us know just how fraudulent he just made himself look, all for his protege. Reggie said Deuce got his jaw broken, and that's a fact. Let's see if Porky corrects him, or if he just acts like nothing happened.
Yeah, you got all kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I know they broke his jaw.
That nigga ain't know. He need us to talk about him to have a name. We're gonna leave that nigga in Madison, Wisconsin.
Leave right where he at.
Hopefully his girl have a great last season. You know what I'm saying? You know,